First of all, apologies. I don't know if you can hear or not my cat washing himself. He is right next to me and yeah, he is currently giving himself a shower. So I don't know if microphone is picking that up or not, but in case it is, I apologize. But you know, cats are allowed to do whatever, wherever they want, so yeah. Hi everyone, Siren here and welcome back to my channel. For those of you who are seeing me for the first time, I am a witchcraft practitioner, dancer and tarot and oracle lover. Today I'm going to be talking about something a little bit different than usual. We are not really going to be talking tarot much, though I am going to mention it in the video, but yeah, I actually want to talk to you a little bit about my morning routine. And before we begin, I actually got myself a cup of coffee this time. I did not forget, can you believe that? And I'm drinking it from currently my favorite mug. It says cats make me happy, and it was a Christmas gift from my dad, so yay! I love coffee so much, by the way, you guys. I once tried to stop drinking coffee and I don't want to do that anymore. I don't want to be trying that anymore. It was awful, and not only because like my body is kind of used to caffeine right now, not like I drink any too strong coffee or anything. It's just my soul is happy with coffee. But this video is not really about coffee, so just anyway, I wanted to say grab yourself some nice drink or whatever and make yourself comfortable, and let's just dive into today's topic, shall we? So, morning routine. Let me tell you, first of all, I really wanted to make this video because I have seen quite a few videos on morning routines, but I have always felt incredibly frustrated with them, and I'm going to tell you why in a minute. I want to tell you right off the bat that I am not a morning person. Okay, and I know very well what it's like to have a very limited time in the morning to do stuff. So I really wanted to make that clear before we proceed, because you know, I have seen a lot of videos about morning routines that were incredibly inspiring and beautiful and time-consuming and pretty impossible to me. So I actually wanted to create something that is more relatable, and my aim here is that I'm not really going to give you like a rigid morning routine structure, because I don't have that myself, but rather I would like you to feel inspired sort of by the end of this video to create your own morning routine that will work for you, because I think that morning routines are incredibly individual. So my morning routine might not work for other 20 people, but I want to tell you that it is possible to tailor your own. And it's basically a lot of trial and error. You need to be seeing what works, what doesn't, and yeah, trying new things, adjusting your routine to your needs. So yeah, I'm going to walk you through my current morning routine. I'm going to tell you a little bit about things that I tried and I'm sticking with, as well as things that I tried and am no longer doing because they just don't work for me. So yeah, this video is just going to be like a little bit chatty, maybe a little bit rumbly, I don't know, but I hope you get at least a little bit inspired with this, and I hope you can take something out of it. Alright, I think the camera was a little bit too close to me, so sorry about that. We are going to try this angle now. So anyway, morning routine. First of all, I know that it can sound really horrible because in order to be able to do some spiritual stuff in the morning, I'm not really going to be talking like brushing your teeth or brushing your hair, etc. in here. I want to focus on like spiritual stuff that you can do in the morning. So in order to be able to do these things, you need to wake up a little bit earlier than you would normally wake up if you don't do these things. And that can be awful. I'm saying that because, as I mentioned in the beginning of the video, I do not consider myself a morning person. Now, my body is pretty used to wake up at the same time usually, but when I have to wake up earlier, as in I set an alarm, I struggle with it as everyone else probably. If you're watching this and you don't struggle with it, then this is going to be an easy part for you. But yeah, basically it is important to give yourself some extra time in the morning to do that, and that has been really challenging for me. So I just wanted to kind of start with that, because there is just no way around it, right? You cannot trick time. Is that what I wanted to say? I don't know. Let me just have a sip of my coffee. I think I'm going to walk you through my routine now. So my morning routine basically consists of 3 main components. Component number 1 is drinking something, as in water in my case, but I'm saying something because that can be, for you it could be coffee, tea, I don't know, orange juice, smoothie, whatever. But drinking something with intention, that would be the component number 1. The component number 2 is movement. I'm going to talk more about it in a moment. And the component number 3 is some sort of divination, well, not really divination, but tarot, oracle, cards, you know, pulling some card. That would be the component number 3. So these 3 things are kind of like 3 elements that I try to always have in my morning routine. So beginning with this element, component, whatever, number 1, whatever I called it, component, I think. Okay, we are rolling with that. So drinking something with intention. Now I said in my case it is water, because I'm gonna be real here. I don't have time for drinking coffee or tea or any hot beverage in the morning if I actually have to like get out, get to work, do stuff, etc. I don't have time for it. I usually drink coffee when I'm already chilled, when I'm already working, or when I'm having some sort of a break or something, then I drink my coffee. But drinking coffee in the morning, for me, it's impossible. I'm sorry, I will have to wake up earlier, and as I said in the beginning, that's something I really struggle with. So no, I can't do that. I can't do hot beverages in the morning. What I do instead, to still have that feeling of like drinking something and with intention, I'm gonna get to that as well, is that I pour myself a glass of water and I speak my intention to it. So whatever intention I need for the day, if I need extra strength for something, or if I just want to have a little bit more of optimism in the day, a little bit more of positivity. I always need that, by the way. I mean, disclaimer, I'm actually a pretty optimistic person, okay? Like, yeah, I struggle with some stuff and I get sad. Also, I have a water sun, okay? I'm a water sign. So yeah, emotions are a big theme in my life. But yeah, I'm usually very optimistic, but still, I just love, you know, like holding on to optimism and positivity and everything nice and happy and cheerful. I need that a lot. So I used to speak my words of intention basically to the water. This might sound a little bit weird to some people, I don't know. If you are familiar with any witchcraft practices, you know that it's perfectly okay and pretty common actually. So yeah, I speak my words of intention to the water. I don't want to say meditate on it, because I don't meditate on it, but for the lack of better words, I kind of hold my glass with the water and then think about my intention that I just spoke to the water, and then I drink the water. Hence, I feel like I incorporated that intention into myself, and I can go about my day with that extra little bit of like, yay, you know, a little bit of witchcraft to begin the day, like why not? So that would be the first thing I try to do almost every day. So proceeding to the component number 2, or the element number 2 of my morning, movement. If you know me a little bit, you might know that I really love movement, and I always really try to motivate people to move a little bit more. And I'm not really speaking like a workout or something, but just like move in general. If you can move, try to move just a little bit, just to have a little walk, etc. You know, a little dance, a little stretches here and there, etc. Like I'm all about it. I try to really promote that to people. That's one of the most important things I'm trying to bring to this world, if you will. So the element number 2 of my morning routines is movement, and I decided to say this like generally because it can be several things. Now, I tried several things. Something I actually stick with every morning is a little bit of yoga. It's literally just around 10 to 12 minutes of yoga. Disclaimer, I'm not really a yoga expert. I do like certain yoga practices, positions, asanas, but I'm not a yoga expert. I don't claim to be also. I literally just do like 4 rounds of sun salutations in the morning because I feel like that gives my body that a little bit of like an energy push, you know, so it kind of wakes my body up in a way. And also I found out that it makes my upper body, my arms and my core feel stronger, and my lower body, so my legs, feel more stretched out, basically. This has been working for me really well. It really doesn't take much time, which is incredibly important to me in the morning because, as I said, I will not wake up like an hour earlier than usually. I will not do that, okay? I will not. So this has been helpful because this way I still have this movement in my morning, and it is important for me and for my body. If you are not so much into yoga as such, but you do like stretching, which is my case actually. I told you I'm not really a yoga expert, but I do like stretching. I try to stretch regularly. Geez, I don't like saying this word. Yeah, I really do like stretching, and this is kind of like another option for me that I tried to do in the morning because I heard from one person who is doing martial arts actually, that stretching in the morning is better than stretching at night before you go to bed, because when you stretch in the morning your body kind of keeps moving during the day and it makes the effect of stretching last more, or something in those lines. Again, I'm literally just vaguely quoting the person here, okay? If it's not the case, forgive me, correct me in the comments, I don't mind. I'm just telling you what I heard. But I tried stretching in the morning, but my ideal stretching session lasts for 30 minutes. For passive stretching, because there are also active stretching and passive stretching, and for passive stretching, 30 minutes is ideal for me. However, again, doing 30 minutes long stretching session in the morning is just... I tried it, but I had to be waking up way earlier, so we are back in the beginning, my waking up problem, and it just wasn't... I couldn't bring myself to do it. And I know, before you come at me, I know it is a question of discipline. I am very familiar with how discipline works, but I couldn't. The morning, I can't do it in the morning, okay? I can't. Maybe I could if I really wanted to, but I probably don't want it so bad. But it is an option, right? It is an option, and I tried it, but I stopped doing that, so yeah. And the third option in my movement sphere is workout. Now, I always hated workout. Okay, I know people would be hitting the gym and I would admire them, and I would really be like, whoa, like this is so cool that you hit the gym and you work out and you like exercise. But to me it was kinda odd because I am a dancer, and it doesn't mean that one negates the other, but I was never really called to work out because I found it incredibly boring. Because when I dance, you know, I am pretty much working out because I'm moving my body. Also, I'm doing fusion belly dance, so you basically engage almost all the muscles in the body when you're dancing, so you are pretty much working out. But you're also having fun, and you're like, you know, doing stuff and feeling certain way, which art makes you feel, and workout is not art to me, so... But I'm trying to befriend workout. Lately I am not really doing like full workout sessions, but a little bit of exercise here and there, you know, and it hasn't been that bad actually once I tried it out, but I would probably not hit the gym still. But I'm kinda getting off track. What I want to say is that workout would be the third option within my movement sort of sphere for the morning routine. And it is something I tried in the morning, and maybe it could work for you, but for me it didn't. My body is incredibly dramatic, and I cannot go on moving and doing stuff and, you know, giving off my energy without having eaten beforehand, because I get dizzy like immediately. Literally immediately I get dizzy, I feel like fainting, I can't, like my body can't. So working out in the morning, not doing that anymore. But it is an option. If your body is stronger than mine, you can try it out and maybe it works for you, I don't know. And you would still have that boost of energy, because as I told you how yoga kind of wakes me up, I think workout would wake you up even more. And I know a lot of people actually work out in the mornings, but I don't know if they eat beforehand or not. But then again, I can't really eat beforehand, because then I would have to wake up earlier so I could prepare myself something to eat, then eat it, and then wait till I kind of like digest it so I can move, because I cannot move immediately after eating. Anyway, also, my friends used to laugh when I say that it's so annoying that the humans have to eat. I'm not saying that because I don't want to eat or anything. I love eating, okay? Everything's fine here, but what I want to say is that sometimes I want to do so many things during the day that actually involve movement, and then I also have to schedule, you know, my meals and like resting between the meals, and it's like I have to eat again, and then I have to rest again, and you see, I am not a fan of that, but it's a part of being human, isn't it? So. Where was I? Workout, not really doing that anymore, but it's an option. It's an option. Also, kind of forgot to say when I was speaking about stretching, there is, as I said, active stretching and passive stretching. Now, passive stretching is more, imagine it more like some chill, relaxed yoga, kinda. But the active stretching, for instance, is more like a workout, sort of, like you actually get more sweaty. You actually give more energy off you than when you do passive stretching. I still try sometimes doing active stretching, because, as I said, passive stretching for me is 30 minutes session, and active stretching is usually around 20 minutes. Sometimes I can pull it off without feeling dizzy, but not every time. So sometimes I do it in the morning, sometimes I don't, also depending whether I have a little bit more time, whether I feel like it, because sometimes I wake up and I feel energized right off the bat, so then I can do it. But sometimes I'm really sleepy, and then my yoga to wake me up and a little bit of stretches, it's much more suitable in those moments for me. So that would be the movement section, part, component, element, words. Okay. I just want to say, in case you're wondering why do I consider movement a spiritual thing? It is because I believe that our connection to our bodies is actually indeed very spiritual. And I think that when you connect with your body in the morning, it kind of makes you like click and start the day better. I don't know if you know what I mean, but I really do see movement as a spiritual thing, so I did want to include it here. And the element number 3 of my morning routine would be, as I said, cards, so tarot or oracle. Disclaimer again, sometimes I do this and sometimes I don't, depending on how much time do I have, because I'm just a human, okay? I don't always wake up, I don't always get up from bed at the same time every day, you know, even though my alarm goes off, I kind of postpone it sometimes, etc., you know, the jazz. Yeah, I'm just a normal human, I do that too. So, depending whether I have time or not, I try to pull a card, whether tarot or oracle card. I journal a little bit about the card, and I usually like to ask what should I be focusing on that given day, and I pull a tarot card or an oracle and I journal about it. Or especially if I'm pulling from an oracle deck, I like to ask what energy can assist me today if I have to do something, challenging or whatever. What energy can I rely on, or what energy can help me out, stuff like that, That would be my cards giving me a little bit of advice, a little bit of nice start to the day. So that would be like my third thing. Sometimes I manage to do more of these things, sometimes a little bit less. Sometimes I give to certain element a little bit more time, sometimes a little bit less time, depending, because life is very changing. Also, let's be honest, it really depends whether it's summer or winter, because in winter you wake up at 6:30 and it's like it's night time outside, okay? It's completely dark and it's different, doing yoga, etc. Like I used to light a candle and do yoga anyway. But it hits different in summer, for instance, when at 6:30 it's sunny, you feel like it's been, it's the morning for a couple of hours already, and you're doing yoga and sun salutations to the actual sun shining. I mean, come on. It hits different. Also, the energy just flows different. You basically wake up with really different vibe, So I really wanted to make that clear as well, that it can really affect your morning routine, like what season we are in. Also, let me just tell you, I think I forgot to say in the beginning, but I live in the city in an apartment, so I don't have like a backyard or whatever and I'm going to do yoga there. No, I literally do all of my stuff in my living room. So yeah, but you can work it out, you can do it. You can find your way to do stuff. With that, I want to say that you don't really need like super huge luxurious spaces or whatever. I mean, yeah, it might make things more fancy and more aesthetically pleasing, maybe, I don't know, but after all, you can stretch wherever you want, you can still connect with your body wherever you are, you can pull cards wherever you are, and I hope that you can drink water wherever you are. Yeah, I'm really grateful that I live in a country that I can drink water in. Let's be grateful for stuff that we have. So, other thing I wanted to mention, and I think I forgot, I don't really follow this particular spiritual morning routine every day. Why not? Because I am not a robot and I need a break. Even from things that are good for me, even from things that are enjoyable to me, from things that I love doing. So I usually take weekends off. During the weekends I usually just sleep as much as I need to sleep. Then I actually have my coffee in bed, watching YouTube. Yeah, that's my self-care Saturday and Sunday morning, okay? So you don't need to feel like you have to be sticking to it every single day of your life, because that's impossible, and we are humans, okay? We're humans. I think the point of this video is also to remind you that you're a human, so there you go. You are welcome. Taking breaks from your morning routine is completely okay. It's actually a good mental hygiene as well. So yeah, I hope you feel a little bit inspired to start your morning routine, to start something out, maybe incorporate more movement, hopefully. That would make me so happy. Like, yeah, drinking water and pulling cards, I think that's something that, like, yeah, people enjoy to do, and it's not really difficult to do anyway. And I think a lot of people, like spiritual people, advise that. But as I said, to me, movement is like such a important element, and it's so dear to me that I would be like, you have no idea how happy I would be if even so much as one single person told me that they incorporated movement into their life. It doesn't even have to be morning routine. You can just stretch during the day, I don't know, But let me know, please let me know if I motivated you to move in any way. I would literally, it would literally make my day. So, okay, I think that would be it for the video. I am going to finish drinking my coffee because of course I was talking and I forgot that I have a coffee. This happens, doesn't it? So, yeah. If you want to chill out with me a little longer, I invite you to watch my other videos. They're usually tarot, oracle related, stuff like that. So I think that would be it for me. Subscribe if you like, it would make me really happy as well. And yeah, stay kind and I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye!